Today we're going to talk about what it means to read to self. This is a strategy that great readers use, and it's one that we are going to use all year long. You'll use this strategy your whole life as a reader. So when we read to self, we are reading to ourselves. We're not reading to anybody, we're not reading with anyone, we're just reading to ourselves. As readers, we must focus on what we're reading the whole time so that we can build what is called stamina. Stamina is the ability to do something for a long time without needing to take a break. So as we read more, we build our stamina. We're able to go longer periods of time with reading without having to take a break. If you are someone who plays sports, you know that you have to practice and practice to get stronger and faster and more efficient and better at what you're doing. It's the same thing with reading. We have to practice reading for longer periods of time. That will help us read things like chapter books, and when we get older, when we're studying different subjects, we can read information on those subjects. So what does read to self look like? It looks like this. You are in your reading spot. We talked earlier this week about finding a special reading spot at home. When those of you that are going to return to school in person, you will have a reading spot in the classroom. You stay in your reading spot. You're not getting up and down and wandering around your house or the classroom. You are staying in your spot. Your eyes are on your book. They are on the words that you are reading. You are not talking to others, and there are no distractions around you, such as the TV, video games, or toys. To build stamina, we have to stay focused. What does read to self sound like? It's quiet. It's very quiet. Think of a library. It's quiet in a library. When we are in the classroom, what it might sound like is the teacher talking to another student about reading. So you may hear the teacher and another student talking, but they're talking about reading, and you are focused on your book. What is the purpose of read to self? We talked the other day about this word purpose. The purpose is the why. So why do we read to self? Well, first of all, it expands our vocabulary. Vocabulary means words. So the more you read, the more words you know. Not only do you know how to read these words, but you also know what they mean. Reading to self also helps us practice comprehension strategies. Comprehension is understanding what we're reading. It's great to be able to read all kinds of words and know how to read them, but we have to understand what it is we're reading. Read to self also gives us time to practice reading fluently. To read fluently means that you are reading the words smoothly. You aren't reading choppy. You aren't having to stop and sound out words every time you get to a difficult word. You have built up enough reading strategies that you can read fluently. Reading to self is also entertaining. It's a way to entertain yourself. Instead of watching TV or playing a video game, open up a book, and that's a source of entertainment. And then finally, we can learn new things. As you get older, you will not only be reading to enjoy books, but you'll also be reading to learn and to learn new things. So read to self is a very important strategy. It's one that we will practice all year long. And the more we practice it, the better we'll get at it.